Hey guys, this is me. Introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Kayla Simone Crowder, if you want to be technical.
Future star in the rising here.
We working on some things.
Working on some things.
Yes.
Exciting news coming soon, so stay tuned. Kayla and I, a little backstory, we met on this contract. We're living in New York together now, and we've been doing shows every day, 5 shows a day. Today, we wanted to share some little girl talk, girl knowledge, and some advice. We've got these questions. We didn't plan any of this, so this is gonna be just coming from us
Transparency
speaking.
all the way.
Yeah, so starting off, first question. What qualities do you value in a relationship?
I love Jesus, so he has to love Jesus. It has to be loving, caring. The way that he cares about the cars, the sports, and all that. Love me, and I love you right back. Wants more out of life than just where he is now. Loves to travel. Loves to be goofy. I'm extremely goofy, especially when I get comfortable around, someone like
a clown.
That's a great communicator. Honesty.
Yes.
And isn't trying to put on a show for anyone, but just loves me, and I love him unconditionally.
Aw, that was a great answer. Just adding on to that, he knows what he wants. He makes time for you. Like, one of the biggest things I've noticed in a relationship is a guy will say they're putting in the effort, and I'm like, putting in the effort is getting to know me, maybe coming up with like a nice little romantic get-together, spontaneous adventure, not picking me up and being like, let's just chill in my room. Like, that's just, no, we don't do that here.
That's ghetto.
It's ghetto, we're classy. No, we want love letters and just a kind, well-mannered man that loves you and cares for you and gets to know you and isn't selfish. Next thing, learning to love yourself. What do you do to love yourself?
I find times to go on dates with myself. More than likely it's with me and God. Realize the things that I like doing, especially as a working performer, traveling and doing amazing things. Finding the things that I like and the things that I don't like. That comes with, growth as you go along the way. I know some women that don't get to that point until like their 40s, 50s. Meaning that, at my age and like in my early 20s is very important, especially as a woman.
I agree. I like to go on car rides. I like to journal. I also realize social media is super toxic, and I know for me, I'll end up like comparing myself to other people's journeys, but like you have to remember that like every one of you, like you all have your own path, and no path is bigger, better, everybody's path is different. Remembering you're beautiful and your worth, and don't ever let anyone dim that from you, especially like if we're talking relationships here. If you're in like a toxic one and that guy is making you feel less, no, just focus on you.
Learning to love your singleness.
Yes.
It's a process. I'm definitely still in that process. Learning to love to be by yourself and not consider yourself lonely, but I'm alone and I'm okay, and I know that's the clicheist thing to say. Really just digging into that own spiritual journey that you have within yourself will allow you to, okay, when I do get with someone that is compatible with the things that I like, the things that I don't, really care for, you don't have to find yourself through that person. That's not the goal. When you get with that person, they're supposed to enhance your life.
Yes. If you feel drained at the end of the day, it
ain't worth it.
No.
Cut it off.
Cut it.
Scratch.
I
said scratch.
Cut it.
No, it ain't worth it. That's not worth any type of your happiness.
The next question is, talk about past trauma and why things ended for the better. Ugh. I haven't even had a lot of boyfriends. I've had more of like, we go through the talking phase and I'm seeing what I like and what I don't like. I've been in a toxic relationship. What we were talking about before, I didn't feel like the guy was adding anything to my life. I didn't feel like I was happier. What the guy was putting in for effort, I could literally do myself. Like, I could be single and happy and still be doing the things that guy tried to do for me. I like to feel I'm loved and being treated the way that I know I should be treated. I just know my worth, and that comes from like loving yourself, and I just didn't feel like I was really in any of that, so I ended up cutting things off, and I knew that things were better, that when you feel this sense of like weight lifted off of you. I've been in a lot of bad dates, and literally she knows about a lot of them. Especially dating as a performer, worked really hard too.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy ride, but I'm here and I'm single and I'm fine. I'm happy.
Hey.
Hey.
I've been in 2 serious relationships. It's taught me how to be a better person. I'm not gonna say that I was fully right in the relationship. I'm not gonna even say I was fully wrong. 2 people, play the part.
Right.
However, it's a matter of what you do after the relationship and how much you grow, and realize that I think I might need some therapy afterwards. It was not easy. It was not an easy process. It was not easy to let go. It wasn't the part of breaking up for me. It was the idea of the after breakup process. How do I live without this person? I prayed about it. I journaled about it. I screamed about it. I cried a lot about it. I think that's the beautiful part of life. You go through all those moments of just, what am I supposed to do? And I'm gonna bring God into this because I got to. What am I supposed to do, God?
I met Kayla coming into this contract, and now we've been together. We've been together now for what? 4
months.
4 months.
Yeah.
I watched her grow so much tremendously from the beginning to now. The things that this girl has accomplished and done and grown. The reflection of God within her, just what she let go of for the better. You did that, and now she's thriving because she doesn't have any of that toxicness.
I'm glad that you touched on that, and I really am grateful. Oh, glory be to God. I really just want to say that whenever you do something, whenever you make a change in your life, you might not feel okay, it's not the best decision for me, but you could be an example to somebody else, another girl that's going through what you're going through. And I know me as a chocolate girl, it's also...
Only she can say that.
Because if she said it, not.
If I said it, I gotta go.
As a woman of color, it's also looked at as if, oh, you're loud, you're this, you're rude, all of this, all the stereotypes.
Right.
And we feel like we don't need therapy or anything. But in reality, especially as a performer, it's so hard dating and having a consistent relationship.
Yes.
Because it feels like it's hard to deal with a long distance relationship. And it's no, it's not. We can work through this if you truly love me.
If you love them, you'll fight for them. And you can work.
And not everybody is made for that. You just have to learn to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Is it easy? No, but is it sometimes necessary for you to just focus on you and wait for whoever God has for you?
Right. That's the best way. The next question then would be your red flags and your turn-offs. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. First of all, I think Kayla and I, we are both...
we have a lot of similarities in ways. Differences, but
it's pretty
similar.
Pretty similar. We're both beautiful girls. We definitely have the goods that you guys want, but... we got it, and we know. But we are also both beautiful, and we have these sexual desires too. But
that's all natural.
That's all natural. We're humans, and we have these feelings. Hey, we did it.
Good Lord, we did it.
We did it for.
It ain't easy, y'all.
So easy. But I think my turn-offs now, as I'm maturing, is I don't want just a sexual relationship, and I never really ever did. If a guy's just into me because they're just into my looks, I can tell right off the bat, right when I'm talking to a guy, where their head's at. So that would be a turn-off. Only talks about themselves, not very kind, materialistic, just not hardworking.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have a drive to be anything better, and also a guy that doesn't support my career.
It's a couple things, because no, bad breath.
Oh yeah,
bad teeth. Absolutely not. That is ghetto. Go. What are you doing? And I understand.
We'll buy the Listerine and the toothpaste.
I'm not buying that, especially if you're trying to take me out. No. Okay, I don't want to be just a guy that he doesn't keep himself up, and a prideful guy. I cannot stand that. You talk about yourself constantly.
Okay, but
why are you trying to get in a relationship with me? Tell me, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Right. We love a confident guy.
Yeah, confidence and pride, two total different things.
Broken promises, because those guys that be like hyping themselves up are typically like insecure.
I can do this, I can do this, I can make you feel this type of way.
No,
like, dude,
you can't.
chill out.
Chill.
Like, it ain't even that.
Next question then would be your turn-ons then for a guy. I feel like it's literally just the opposite. If you have good breath, good hygiene. Oh yeah, when that guy has like that scent, like you just like.
I love when a guy has like a great scent.
Good style and knows how to dress. I like the European boy aesthetic.
I kind of like a beard. Like a good, and even if you can't grow a beard,
yeah,
as long as you keep yourself up, even when you're like on you're like, I don't feel like dressing up type of days, a good old white beater, V-neck, that's just.
And we both are also fitness girls, and we've been going to the gym together and everything, but we also work out every day, and there are shows. We have a lot of cardio. And so I feel like for me, a turn on would be a guy that also works out, is into keeping care of his like body and his like what he eats.
And doesn't, yes, that's very important.
Like he can cook.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Cook. Husband material, daddy material. Oh yeah, also another thing for me, because I do social media, I love a guy that is like kind of photogenic and like kind of wants to be in my content.
Yeah.
If a guy is like lame and like, not lame, but it's like I don't want to be in your photo, or just like doesn't know how to pose with me or something, like I'm like, okay, maybe that's like a turn off, but like turn on would be just like do that. Last question, last one. Dating life as a traveling performer, the struggles, the good and the bad. That's the last one, and we both travel for work, and it's kind of crazy. I don't meet a lot of people that understand what I do, because you really only understand our life if you're in it or you've already dated a performer. It's been really hard, because I feel like that's why I've also learned to just love myself and focus on me, because a lot of the times like a guy really wants to be with me like 24/7 and like be physical and like be with me, but like if I'm out on a tour and I'm like going here and there, blah blah blah, I'm going back and forth, like I want a guy that's loyal too, and it's really hard to find a guy that's loyal. I do believe that there are people out there, and I know it works. Like we have people in this show with us that are married, and they are also, traveling performers. It definitely works out. You just have to find like the right person. Also, like if somebody really does love you, they'll like support your career. And hey, like also, why wouldn't you want to date a traveling performer? We can invite you to our like freaking events, like red carpet. Hey,
being communicative.
Yes, good communication. You have to have that.
When you're just not even open or willing to try new things and understand, hey, this is something that I've been working for, ever since I was younger. Yes. Like this is our livelihood. Just like you go to your 9 to 5 and that's what you love to do, this is what I love to do. When that other person doesn't try to find the time to be like, you know what, let me at least try to understand you. But if you're just like point blank, I don't want to like, put myself in that position because I feel like, you'll meet someone else, which it can be possible. But if you trust that person and if you truly love that person and you know that person truly loves you, there should not be any worries.
Keeping up with the communication.
Yeah, and that trust. Like, if we don't have that, then we don't
have anything.
There's no need to continue on, because then we're going to constantly be going back and forth over the things that just don't really matter anymore. And it's going to cause you, as performers, it can cause us in the workspace to get out mentally, and it can... Yeah, it does not.
Especially if, like, the relationship is really bad. Like, you can see it in our performance. Yeah, like, we're, like, you can tell, like, it's like, we're all, like, especially be zoning out. I'm like...
Be like, right.
Where am I? Like I have to be in that right headspace.
And I applaud like people who are, doing the long distance, because it's hard. It's not easy.
No.
Like as much as that guy might want me there, I want you here.
Yeah, it's true. I wish we were in each other's arms.
Like what? It's just my job, and I'm as much as you're bringing home the bread, I'm bringing home the bread. And this also goes with what you were saying earlier, being spontaneous.
Yeah.
Find like
adventure,
watch a movie,
thrill.
Online, and I know it's not as as like right there, physically, but like little stuff, baby, see some flowers, just to let you know that, I'm thinking about you. No matter how far you go, I just know you're always in my heart. I'm not gonna, what the crap?
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay.
So we're gonna be starting a podcast very soon. Sign us up. Did you feel like we answered pretty well with everything?
I think so.
I think we gave you guys our feelings, and that was all just from the heart right there. No script up in front of us.
She just had the questions and asked me to just
be a part of this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else, so hey, look at us. Hey. We look like Barbies here because we're going to the Barbie movie.
Hey.
Hey.
This is our first.
This is our first time. It's our first time seeing the Barbie movie, and we're totally gonna see the Barbie movie this time. There was we don't even have to talk about it. I'm gonna tag Kayla's Instagram here so you guys can follow her in her journey as an actress, singer, dancer, and she also models too. Well, a little bit. She's starting. I'm introducing her to that industry too. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Press that bell down below to be alerted for each week I post a new YouTube video. Love you guys. Bye.